Again, my name is Aaron Parker. I'm excited to be here. If you're ready to learn, you just got a little sneak peek. If you're ready to learn from 6- and 7-figure affiliates from the network marketing industry, we happen to all be a part of the same company. And I want to be clear that we are here sharing this information not only for all of the affiliates that are working with MDC, our family, but this is information that can benefit anyone inside of the network marketing industry. So if you know anybody who is a network marketer who wants to learn from some of the best in the network marketing industry right now, then you want to tag them in the comments. You want to share this video out there, do your watch parties, because everyone who watches this is going to get some incredible value. I can promise you that. So please stop everything else you're doing, take notes, get ready, because we're going to dive in. So let's set the stage. What we're talking about today is a very specific topic, and that topic is about, drum roll, multiple streams of income. And this was something I actually first reached out to Robert Hollis, and I was like, hey, Robert, I think maybe, we team up and do a little training on this topic. And he's like, absolutely. And then I started reaching out to some of the other leaders in the company, and they were like, oh my gosh, we need this. We need to just come together, make this happen, because really it's something that I think that the entire industry needs to hear more of. Is it okay to have multiple streams of income? Is it not okay? What type of multiple streams would be recommended or not recommended? So you're going to hear from all of these successful affiliates, network marketers who have made 6 and even 7 figures. And you're going to hear from them their experience of what they have to say about this topic. And I'll be sprinkling in here as well, sharing my thoughts as well. So with that, let's go ahead and get this party started. We are going to jump over to our very first rock star, and that is Mr. Jerry West. What is up, sir?
How's it going, man?
I'm excited. I'll never forget meeting you for the first time at one of our road shows. You're just rocking the stage. You've had tremendous success at the rank of 100K affiliate with MDC. So congrats on your success. And I would love for you to be able to share with, potentially thousands of people that are going to be seeing this. What are your thoughts on this topic of multiple streams of income? So Jerry West, take it away, my friend.
You got it, man. Thanks once again for having me on. Really an honor to be on with this group of rock stars here. Multiple streams of income. I think that when I first started the network marketing, many people would confuse me about the meaning of multiple streams of income. And thinking about that, maybe you want multiple streams of income, but you don't want multiple network marketing streams of income, because if you're trying to build multiple network marketing companies at the same time, it just doesn't work. So that's my initial. Looks like I disappeared there for a second. Okay, there I am. I'm back. But I wrote down a few points on this topic just to talk to all you people about. So if you guys are ready for some value, just give me some arm flexes and fist bump emojis in the comments there if you're watching. The first of all, I think that all you guys would agree network marketing is as much a personal development journey and a leadership journey as it is a home business, right, guys? I mean, I would say that the personal development and the leadership development has changed my life. But here's the thing. When somebody looks at your profile on social media, what are they going to see? Are you going to appear as a leader to them? If you're trying to promote 2 or 3 or 4 different things at the same time, you're not going to look like a leader. You're going to look like what I call a scatterbrain. In fact, I wrote a chapter about this in my book. Focus versus scatterbrain. Focus is what the leader does, okay? That's what the leader who wants to build a really, really big business focuses. And a scatterbrain is what I call the person with the trench coat who has I got watches over here. If you don't like that, I got weight loss powder down here. And if you don't like that on the other side, I have some more options. You don't want to be the scatterbrain trench coat who just makes very little money in a whole bunch of different things. You want to be the focused leader who makes really, really big money focusing on one thing. And when it comes to focus, when you are laser focused, you blaze a trail. You know how people say, don't follow the crowd, blaze your own trail. Well, when you're a leader, you're blazing your own trail. When you're splitting your focus to all different things, you're actually setting up a roadblock for yourself so that you're not able to blaze a trail. And momentum is not possible when you're always switching gears and making turns. You have to be full steam ahead, focused on what your goals are in order to create massive, massive momentum. So let me ask you this, guys. Answer this in the comments, okay? How many strong leaders do you see that are promoting like 2 or 3 or 4 different deals? Like how many really strong, attractive leaders that you would want to join their team do you see promoting 2 or 3 or 4 different deals? I think the answer is like a really round number. The strong leaders that I see, the people on this panel that are here with me today, these rock stars, are laser focused on building one enormous business, okay? They're not going out there with the lottery mentality of, let me join all these different things and see like if one of them is going to hit. That's the lottery mentality. You want to put the blinders on and be laser focused on what your goals are. Are others going to see you as a leader that can help them be successful? They will if you're laser focused and you have the blinders on and you know what direction you're going in instead of going in all these different directions. Then they will see you as somebody that can help them have success. And that's the important thing, because in order to attract others to you, they have to believe in your mission. They have to believe that you are somebody that can help them get to the next level. And the only way they're going to believe that is if you have that laser focus. And that's the only thing that creates complete team focus too. Okay? Because if you're a leader and you're promoting different deals, do you think that your team is going to think, well, they're going to do what you do. They're going to follow what you follow. So if they see you promoting different deals, they're going to think, hey, maybe I should join a second business. Maybe I should try to build 3 businesses at the same time. If you want complete team focus and to create massive, massive momentum in your team, you need to be blinders on, laser focused, moving in one direction, and then the rest of your team is going to follow you. So Aaron, that's my thoughts on the topic. And I know that you had a question that you wanted to ask me.
Absolutely. Tremendous value. You guys getting value from Mr. Jerry West? Give it up for Jerry West. Amazing. Absolutely love it. And by the way, Jerry, how long have you been involved with MDC?
I've been with MDC for 3 years, 1 month, and 26 days.
3 years, guys. One of the things I want everyone to pay attention to is the longevity of all of the leaders that are here on this panel today, because these individuals all have laser focus and they've been here, not for just a few months, but for a while. And so that speaks volumes. Tremendous value, Jerry. So last question while I've still got you. I want to see, what would you say to everyone who's watching would be your biggest number one key, the key to your success that you've had tremendous success with your business now for the last 3 years? What would you say that is?
If I had to pick one thing, I would say perseverance. I never let any obstacle in my path stop me from continuing on to what I'm doing. A lot of people will false start and then they'll just start over and start over and start over, when what they should really be doing is pushing harder and growing themselves as an individual and as a leader to overcome those challenges. So, when most people would quit, I just kept going. I just never let anything stop me. And that quality is one of the most important qualities in this industry, is being able to persevere through all the challenges that come in front of you.
Wow. I love it, guys. Can you guys, perseverance? It's big. And I love that myself, because it really kind of breaks my heart, honestly, and I know that everyone on this panel has probably already experienced this. I know I have, when we have someone in our team, right? And it's like, they're so talented, they could be successful. And then they encounter a little challenge or a little roadblock, or, something gets in the way, and then they quit. And it's like, no, what are you doing? Right? Perseverance. This is why Jerry's having so much success, because he persevered through those challenges. So thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Awesome. All right. All right. That is Mr. Jerry West. Woo! All right. Up next in this rock star lineup, we have the one, the only, the amazing Tina Joy Carroll. Woo!
Hello. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness. So Tina, I mean, an amazing story that you have. I was actually on your website. I was looking at your story. I was like, my gosh, what an amazing story that you have of perseverance that you've gone through to be able to get where you are today. 100K affiliate, absolutely crushing it. So we'll open it up with the same question. What are your thoughts on multiple streams of income in the network marketing industry?
Well, I think people get multiple streams of income confused a little bit when it comes to network marketing. Multiple streams of income would be investments or real estate. Maybe you're still working your corporate job or a hairdresser or whatever it is that you do. That is multiple streams of income. And so I'm just going to speak from experience about what I've personally seen since I've been in the network marketing space for 4 years. And so I have a friend of mine, a sweet friend of mine, and she got in her own way and decided that she was going to do multiple, and by multiple I mean 3. They were all very different. They not one of them was the same as the other. And so because she did that, and she did have a little bit of influence when she did it, she did bring some people along that journey with her. And I'm sad to say today, all of those people followed her to nowhere land. None of them have had any success, including her. And it's so incredibly hard to watch. Just like Aaron said a while ago, it's so hard to watch people that you care about do that and make those mistakes and then not have any success at all. And then inevitably what happens is they blame the industry. They're like, that doesn't work. It's a scam, right? And that's just not the truth. You're looking at very different people today. There's going to be so many different people, personalities, backgrounds, ages, ethnicities on here today. We're all so different, and we've all found huge success in this industry, and we'll talk a little bit later about how to do that. But here are some things that I want to point out to you. It is impossible. It is 100% impossible not to cross recruit when you're working 2 businesses. And that, my friends, in any network marketing company is against policies and procedures. So you're setting yourself up to get terminated from your company and lose your income. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to lose my income. I don't want to lose what I've worked so hard to build. The second thing is this. There's this lady that I follow on social media, and I followed her for quite some time. And she's, a leader in a company. And then I seen her bring on another product. And I was like, but that company doesn't sell that product. What I watched happen was truly, truly tragic. I watched the business she'd worked so hard to build to create a 6-figure income from home fall apart because she got shiny ball syndrome on something else, and the two just don't work together. So don't put yourself in that situation. The next thing I want to point out to you is this. How many of you, and I want you to answer this honestly, and this should be such an easy answer for you. How many of you would like to recruit someone like Aaron Parker or Jerry West or Robert Hollis or Travis Butler or Candace Moore Davis or Tina Joy Carroll? Like, how many of you would like to recruit somebody like that into your business? How would that kind of leader joining your business change your life? Answer honestly in the comments below. And so here's what I'm going to tell you. I wouldn't join you. Oh, that hurt a little bit, didn't it? Oh, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. It isn't my goal to hurt your feelings, but I'm just telling you, I'm not taking you serious if you're not serious. And if you're working more than one network marketing company, you are not serious about this industry, guys. And I just have to say it like it is. You have got to get your eye on the prize. Building this business is not easy to begin with. And so trying to ride 2 horses to the finish line is simply impossible. You aren't going to hit top ranks in either company doing that. And you're just going to find yourself really burnt out, stressed out, and completely done. So don't do that to yourself. And my biggest suggestion is this, right? Because you probably know people, that you care about, they're your friends. Unfollow them. Get that out of your sight. Get that out of your sight so that you are only focused on your goal. So many times people get into a little bit of a dip in their business and they think, oh my God, it's falling apart. I've got to add something else. Guys, that's not the case. You've got to learn how to get through those dips, grind harder, work harder, and bring things back up, guys. There isn't a business out there that doesn't have ebbs and flows in it. You've got to learn that your business in network marketing is just like other businesses out there in the world, except we're still open. So with that, I want to encourage you to stop doing it. If you are, pick one, ride that one to the finish line. The second thing is, if you're following people who are doing it, unfollow them, love them from a distance so that you aren't distracted. The last thing you need whenever you're building a network marketing business, if you truly do want to create real residual income, is distractions. Get rid of all distractions. And guys, get excited, because I'm here to tell you, and so many others will today, that this business can actually change your life if you let it.
Wow, wow, wow. This business can change your life if you let it. Man, Tina, you just dropped so much value. I mean, come on, y'all. Give it up. What was your biggest nugget from Tina Joy Carroll and what she just shared? Drop it in the comments. Let everybody see it. I think that, the analogies that you gave were so spot on, because a lot of people in this industry, they may have a little bit of success and they're like, ooh, I want to go get more, right? I'm going to go get more. I could go do this also. But when it's also network marketing, you're literally stabbing yourself in the foot. And it's just, it's unfortunate. And that's why we put this together, to really help to raise the vibration and help, really, I think it comes down to helping people not make those mistakes. Because guys, just so everyone knows, we've made mistakes, right? I mean, I'll share my story a little bit later, but I've made some of these exact mistakes, and we're now sharing this with you so you don't make some of the mistakes that we've made and the mistakes that we see other people making. So Tina, I mean, you're having tremendous success and absolutely crushing it. Your team is amazing. What would you say after how long have you been with MDC?
19 months, and in the industry 4 years.
19 months. Amazing. And so what would you say to everyone who's watching has been your number one key to success in this business?
Oh, God, just one thing. A consistency would have to be it. And it's consistency with a lot of things. Most people just keep stopping, and then they wonder why they're not getting anywhere, or they set their goal so low that they hit it and then they just stop going anywhere. And so you just got to be consistent at being consistent. You've got to be, I've always say this all the time, you've got to be ridiculously consistent. That's consistent in your small daily habits up to the big things, attending events. You've got to decide what it is that you want from this, and then work like you're already there, because this business is known for paying you way under what you're worth in the beginning and then paying you way more than you're worth in the end, right? But there's that time that you have to put in that work to get to where you want to be, and most people just aren't consistent. I see it all the time. Like, how many of you on here have seen a friend join the network marketing industry and they're on fire for like 30, 60, 90 days, and you're like, holy cow, like she's gonna like really do it, and then all of a sudden it's crickets. Right? So what I understood, Aaron, when I got into the industry, was I just had to beat those people. If I could outlast those people, I could make money. And so that's what I did. I just keep outlasting those people.
Wow. That's the key word from Tina Joy Carroll: consistency. I hope everyone wrote that down. This is a big one. So Tina, you're amazing. So grateful to have the honor to have you on here with us today, and so grateful that we get to, all work together. This is amazing. So thank you so much for the value that you brought today.
Thank you.
All right. So guys, consistency. We got persistence. We got consistency for our keys so far. And, I think consistency really is one of those things that can get you. It'll either make you or break you, just like persistent. Because a lot of people, like Tina said, they get started. Maybe they'll have a little bit of success, and then they just get a little distracted, or they stop doing what they did to create that success. They lose some of that consistency, and then they wonder, like, well, how come I'm not having success anymore? Because you stopped doing what you were doing. So with that being said, we have a rock star who I believe is the youngest as far as how long he has been with MDC, and he just hit 100K affiliate for his third month in a row, which means, and no income claims, this is all in our income disclosure statement, okay, guys? He's getting a $10,000 bonus. Woo! Jason Cardamone.
Hey, Aaron, I'm so grateful to be here, man. Thank you for this.
So excited for your success, man. 100K affiliate, 3 months in a row, getting that $10,000 rank bonus. Your monthly bonus is going up. And so you are you've been in our business, MDC, the shortest of all the leaders that are on here absolutely crushing it. But I know it hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows. And you have had so many streams of income over the years, and you've also had some challenges, even with the short time that you've been with MDC. So share with all of the affiliates that are on, what are your thoughts on this topic?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And Jerry, Tina, Joy, I'm so grateful to be here sharing with you guys. And thank you for all the value that you've added. So I actually want to go back to where I started in this industry in 2006. It was December 31st. I remember this. It was New Year's Eve. And I jumped into this program of like multiple streams of income. And it introduced like 3 streams. And over the course of the next like 3 or 4 months, I found myself literally in 8 things at the same time. And that meant 8 payments every month of things going out. And I believe 5 or 6 of them were all network marketing companies. So I share that because the way my life changed was in 2007. And I don't remember the book, but one of the books I'd read, it might have been The Powerful Engagement. One of the books talked about this, the concept of like a magnifying glass. And it's like, if you shine a magnifying glass and you're trying to burn a hole in a piece of paper and you move it here and here and here and here, and you're moving it all around, you're never going to burn a hole ever, because you keep moving this thing around before you build the momentum. And so that book really got me to seriously evaluate everything. And I looked at all of these streams. Now, somehow, I have no idea how I did it. 3 of them were in a profit and 5 were not. And that day, I cut off some amazing mentors, some amazing products, some amazing everything. And I made some hard decisions, and it was not easy. And these are people I built some relationships with, some amazing people around the industry. And I was like, dude, I'm out. And so, and moving forward over the course of the next about 3 months, it all came down to, of those 3 left, one of them, I remember the day, it was a $19 a month payment, and it dropped down to $18 and like 80 cents. And I'm like, done. And so I cut off these things. And when I finally focused on one company, on one thing, that the one that my heart was actually with the most, not just the one I was making the most in, because I really evaluate, this is one of the things I really wanted to get across here, is that you have to find what you're willing to commit to and what you love with your heart. And you have to get really authentic and raw and transparent. And you have to evaluate, what is my upline leadership like? What is my corporate office like? What are my corporate leadership? What's the CEO? What are the visionaries like? What are the top earners in the company like? Do I love the products? Do I love the comp plan? And if you're not willing to commit, it means you're not in the right industry or company. I was going to say company, and maybe you're not even in the right industry. I don't know. I love this industry. And so it was one of the greatest moments, because within the course of the next year, I had achieved a full-time income from focus on one single thing. And I share that because I have a really unique background in that I started in this industry in the affiliate marketing side of things, Google AdWords and all this crazy internet, building email lists, conversions, capture pages, funnels, and all this crazy stuff. And so in that world, there's something called monetization. And some people get confused around multiple streams of income because they hear one of these marketers, some of us that have these gigantic lists, not for, the company, but like some list that we've built over some other course of time. And what an internet marketer will do, that's not just focused on their brand or their company they're trying to grow, they will monetize the list by finding offers that hit like, oh, well, they didn't like this thing, it costs too much, let me try this one. Or I didn't make enough money, let me find this other one that costs $10,000 or whatever it is. And so that's called monetization. Now, that doesn't work to build a successful network marketing team. And the proof is, look around the industry, look at all the top earners of all time. In fact, you're going to hear from one of them today. And in fact, you're hearing from many of them today. And what you realize is that they are all in every company around the industry, every top earner in every company making multiple 5, 6, 7 figures a month. Guess what they're doing? One company. Guess where their heart's at? Full commitment. They're all in. They burn the bridges, they burn the boats, everything's gone. Like they're either going to make this thing work and there are no other options. That's it. They've committed, they fully committed. And so I really, one of my favorite phrases from my really good friend and mentor, Aaron Rashkin, is, so many people go out there and they end up building multiple streams of no income. And it's such an amazing phrase because it happens all the time. And I think Tina and Jerry really nailed this, is that people think there's something like the grass is greener on the other side or whatever, and go out and realize like, wow, it's kind of like the same thing. And I think when they take responsibility for their own set of skills and their own set of, prospecting, connecting, being authentic, even writing Facebook posts or doing videos or communicating, when they realize they're at the source of the problem and they bring their own set of problems with them to every company they go to, that it really turns out to where, they can jump around companies all day long, but until they level up their own skills and ultimately commit, that's really where the success flows after that. So that's some of my take on that, Aaron.
Boom. I love it. And I have to just piggyback on something you said, Jason, because I personally, I didn't really say anything in my story, but I've been in network marketing for 20 years. I started when I was 18. I'm now 40. Oh my gosh. And, I was somebody who was doing exactly what you said. I was like, well, I want to make money doing all these things, right? The lure of making money doing all these things. And I'm gonna be in this company. I'm gonna be in this company. Like Jerry said, I was the trench coat guy, right? I was like, well, I'm gonna make money in this deal. I'm gonna make money in this deal. And I had multiple streams of no income like for years. And it was like, I was making $20 here and $50 here. And I was like, how come I'm not making any big money? It's because I had no focus. So I love that you said that. I agree 100%. And I never had big success. Like my first 6 figures in this industry was when I started to focus. That was it. It was laser focus. I literally canceled everything else. I didn't care if I was making money from stuff. I was like, that's it. Cancel everything. I'm doing one thing. This is where my heart, my passion is in this. And this is the only thing that I'm going to represent. And as soon as I did that, oh my gosh, my income went through the roof. So amazing stuff, Jason. All right. So, my friend, give us your biggest secret and key to your success in MDC. Talk to us.
Yeah, I have to add one last thing. This multiple streams thing is that what I've seen successful people do, they take the income they make from network marketing and they don't go out and learn trading or real estate. They find the experts and they invest into people who know those things. They keep their focus on what they know and their bag of tricks and skills, and they just throw the extra money on like building these other empires. And so the biggest thing I've learned, it's commitment. And commitment is doing the thing you said you were going to do long after the mood you set it in has left you. So even the days you don't feel like it, even the days you feel sick or are sick, even the days you're just sick of it all, or even the days you feel amazing, you show up because you made a commitment that this is the thing in alignment with your heart and this is the thing you're going to do. And that's what I've seen the biggest difference in anybody that has success. And it's within persistence, it's within consistency, and that commitment to doing the thing you said you were. I forgot who said this, but do the thing and you shall have the power. And that's really what it's about, is committing and then just following through and sticking with it. So really appreciate this opportunity, Aaron. Awesome work, man. Thank you.
Jason Cardamone, 100K affiliate, crushing it. Thank you, my friend. You rock. All right, guys, commitment. Whoops, hold up. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Okay. I'm getting, there's a lot of buttons back here. Let me just tell you, there's faces, there's this, there's buttons. Press the wrong button. Who knows what might happen? So guys, commitment. Oh my goodness. Amazing. I have to just, piggyback on that because I believe that the level of your commitment determines the level of your income. 100%. Somebody put that one down, like write that down, right? The level of your commitment to your business will determine the level of your income. Now, the challenge with that, here's the challenge. Sometimes you're like, I'm committed. I'm all in. I'm 100%, right? And then like 2 weeks later, it's like, well, you know, where'd they go? or maybe 2 months later, like you're committed for 2 months, you're all in for 2 months, and then your commitment starts to waver. And it's like, no, right? If you want to truly make it happen and get to these top ranks and become a 6 or 7 figure earner, like all of the panelists are on this broadcast, you've got to have commitment every single day. All right. So next up, are you guys ready? Oh, this one gets me fired up. I'll never forget when I got to meet this lady for the first time. It was at a road show. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love her because her energy is like mine. What's up, Candace Bird Davis?
What's up, AP?
I was sitting right next to her on stage at the road show. I was like, yes, she's awesome. So Candace, 250K affiliate. Give it up for 250K affiliate. Candace Bird Davis in the house. She is just, oh my goodness, her passion, her commitment, her fire is just through the roof. And so anytime I'm having a bad day, I just think about Candace. I'm like, I need to be more like Candace, for real. So Candace, please talk to us and give us your perspective on this topic. Take it away.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, Aaron, I definitely have to give it back to you. Just putting this thing together with some incredible people, guys. I'm sitting on a panel with powerhouses. I mean, you're going to hear from some after me, and you heard from some giants before me. And it's just like, how do you come up after Jerry West and Jason and Tina? But let me just tell you guys this. I'm going to throw out a complete disclaimer, okay? Because I would much rather hurt your feelings than harm your future. And I'm going to say that again. Today, my disclaimer is I'd much rather hurt your feelings than harm your future. My take on this is plain as day. I wrote down some notes, but I'm going to flow too. I personally believe that you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You know, so many people are setting out for success, but you don't get it because you're trying to have your hand in too many pots. You're wearing yourself thin. One of the number one things that you heard the leadership so far talk about today is focus. Now, when you're starting to try to build multiple MLM companies, guess what you have? You have broken focus. Focus means follow one course until successful. If you haven't hit that level of success, then you should not be operating under different courses. See, multiple companies, multiple MLMs, all it is a distraction, and a distraction is going to detour you from your destiny. So I started to put down some notes, and I said, you know, honestly, when you're looking for success, what you're looking for is also looking for you. So I'm going to hit you with a different angle on this whole topic, because I'm going to talk to you as I had to talk to myself. So I said, what you're looking for is also looking for you. But I said, also remind yourself, when you're operating and trying to build multiple companies, there's a lot of confusion. And I want you to comment in the comment section, because here's what I'm here to tell you. My friends, a confused mind does nothing, absolutely nothing. So if you're doing nothing in this company, nothing in that company, nothing in the third company, you heard Jason talk about, he was building multiple streams of no money. So a confused mind is going to do nothing. So you need to focus, bring it back, reel it in, bring it back. But do you know the reason why we opt to try to work multiple companies is because we're out there wanting a certain level of success. And I wrote this down and I said, 80% of your success is mindset. The other 20% is strategy. It's not you have to have 80 different companies. No, if you fix your mind, I always tell my team, fix your face on success. That means know exactly what you want. Because here at the end of the day, it all boils down to this. I said, if you're not seeing success, it's because you haven't got your mind right. And if you don't have your mind right, you're not going to get your money right. You're trying to get your money right by going to go get 15 different companies when it's all underneath one roof. So I said, why did I need to be successful? And I want you to think about this yourself. Why do you need to be successful? Because see, until you know why you want success, your how doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you're in 15 different companies if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. But a lot of us don't understand what our why is. We're going out to try to build multiple different companies because we think we want the money, but what are we going to do it for? Until you can sit down and understand that your why stands for what hurts you, then you'll never be able to fully focus on what is going to serve you. And when you put your focus on something that can serve you, something incredible happens. So tonight I challenge you with a list. Make yourself a list of your why. And I'm not talking, oh, because I want 6 figures. Oh, because I want this. No, do it like this. Make a list of 10 things that push you. Boop, push you from where you are to where you want to go. Then make a list of 10 things that pull you. The push things for me, it was the fact that whenever I went broke, my mom was sitting in the winter months with no gas and I had no money to turn it on. That pushed me to want success. The other things were for the fact that whenever I was so broke, I couldn't even afford to buy my son a box of Play-Doh at the Dollar General for $2. I didn't even have enough change in the ashtray in my car to roll that. That pushed me to want success. The 10 things that pulled me, yes, I wanted the 8,648 square foot Monticello with the 6-car garage. Yes, I wanted the movie theater in the basement with the bowling alley and the wet bar. Yes, I wanted all that. That's what pulled me to want success. Until you know why you need to win, how to get there is not even going to matter. So let me even go further into it. I said, the other thing is number one, you got to know your why. Number 2, you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, find somebody to believe in you, because when you start believing in yourself, you're not going to need multiple companies. I promise you, when you start understanding that you are the shit, you're not going to need to go try to build multiple different companies. So I said, believe. I wrote this down. I said, whatever you think you are or you think you're not, you're probably right. If you think you can't be a leader, you're right. The only reason why you're not winning in one company is because you can't believe that you can win. So you got to start believing in yourself. And I said, every new level is going to require a new layer of you. You're going to have to learn how to grow. Let me be honest with you. To the people who are looking at multiple different companies, trying to build multiple different MLMs, I know that I'm home because I don't have an issue with multiple streams of income. I just believe that I can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none, but my company has multiple streams. We're in wellness, we're in weight loss, we're in skincare, we're in energy and longevity, we're in travel, we're in essential oils. That's multiple streams underneath one roof. So as I get ready and wrap this up, at the end of the day, I wrote, this is my last piece, I promise. Until you understand where you are and who you are, you're never going to understand where you need to go. So you're out there looking for multiple different companies because you haven't really realized who you are and where you want to go. I said, I'm that girl. I'm going to tell you who I am. I'm that girl that grew up in the projects. I'm the girl who grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. I'm the girl that was molested by her biological father. I'm the same girl that watched my sister get shot in the face as a victim of domestic violence by her boyfriend in front of her 2-year-old daughter. I'm the same girl who sat there and watched my brother take his last breath on his 35th birthday because he got shot and killed over 2 Vicodin. I'm that same chick that went through foreclosures and repossessions. Matter of fact, 2 repossessions and a foreclosure all within 45 days. I knew where I was. So you need to figure out where you are and you need to figure out where you want to go. So I said, after all that, but still I rise. I'm the same person who decided to take my tombstones and turn them into stepping stones. I'm that same person who understood that I could not reach the mountain if I kept trotting in the valley. See, you're trotting in the valley because you're confused. You're walking in the darkness. You're walking in your past. You don't believe you deserve to win. So because you don't believe you deserve to win, you're just going to try to get a little bit from a whole lot of places. But when you set your face and you set your focus and you understand that you engage in a vision that is bigger than yourself so that no one or nothing will get in the way of the legacy that you create, you'll be able to win. I promise you, sweetheart, you don't need multiple companies to build an MLM. All you need is to know your multiple reasons why you need to win. And you need to be able to go out there and grind like your mortgage is 3 months past due and you got 5 kids to feed. When you can get that type of commitment, that type of mentality, and make that type of sacrifice, then you'll be able to win. So, Aaron, I know I said a whole lot and I probably went way left field. So like I said, I apologize. I'd rather hurt their feelings than harm their future.
I told you guys. Listen. I tried to warn everyone. Candace is just on fire. I love it. I mean, guys, if you want to be successful, just be like Candace, like just her fire, her passion, her energy. Wow, I feel bad for the two gentlemen that have to follow Candace Bird Davis. Okay, you guys are in for a treat when you see who's coming up next. I'll tell you that. But Candace, I mean, you said so much, and I'm going to have to rewatch this just so I can take notes. And I had some people comment, and they're like, "Hey, is this going to be recorded?" So I'll answer that really quick. This whole training right here where you're watching it is going to be a replay. So you'll be able to right here when this is done, hit refresh and watch it again. Watch it again. You can share this with your team. We're going to keep this here forever and ever. I'm going to be, getting this training out to my whole team for years to come. Yeah. So, I mean, you said so much, but one thing you said was confusion. And I think that on this topic, confusion stood out for me because as a leader, or even as somebody who's just getting started, when you are doing multiple things, you confuse yourself and you confuse others.
Yeah.
And if people are confused, they're not going to do anything. So, I mean, you just said so much value. Now, do you want to also share your one final tip of, and how long have you been in the business?
I've been in MDC for 16 months. I've been in the industry for 5 years.
Wow. Amazing. Just rock star. So would you like to share in the short time that you've been in the company, just over a year, among everything else that you just shared, your number one key to success?
My number one key to success is sacrifice. Be willing to give up so you can go up. Give up something so you can go up.
Be willing to give up to go up. Wow. That's big. Sacrifice. Put it in the comments, y'all. Sacrifice. Give it up for 250K affiliate Candace Bird Davis. Thank you.
Fun.
Woo, man, that's what I'm talking about. Sacrifice, guys. Wow, that's a big one. Unbelievable value here. I mean, when I think about the success that we are having right now, all of the tips that we just got from these leaders have all been little kind of required things that we've had to have to get to where we are today. And sacrifice, my goodness, what a big one. I mean, think about, this is an exercise I would encourage everyone to actually go through, and that is to take a step back and really think about what are the things that you need to give up in your life. What are the sacrifices that you have to make in order to reach your goal? Because I'll say something bold, and that is that if you're not hitting your goals in your business, there's a really good chance that you didn't sacrifice something. It could be time with someone. It could be TV. It could be whatever it might be, right? You guys get it. But that sacrifice, man, that's huge. I love it. Unbelievable. Spot on. Absolutely. So with that, you guys are in for an amazing treat. We have two gentlemen, and this first gentleman that's coming up here, I'll never forget when I first met him at convention. I was like, oh my gosh, there he is. That's him. I was like, there's the couple. I was like, honey, there he is. I want to be like Travis and Kristen. And here he is, Mr. Travis Butler, super affiliate. Woo!
Man, I'm excited to be on here, bro.
This is really, really exciting. And, it was amazing getting to hang out with you at convention last year at all the road shows. Just being able to connect with the other top leaders in this company has really just been so life-changing for me as a leader in this industry. And I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to work with you, Travis, truly.
Oh, I appreciate that. Aaron, it's crazy because what y'all don't realize is Aaron, if y'all just see him on social media, he's just as amped up in person like the entire time. I'm like, if I had his energy, I don't even know how you have muscle or meat on your body. I would be like 10 pounds because like the way you bounce around nonstop with that energy level always up. I'm like, it's crazy to me, but it's also like really inspiring. So thank you for all that you do. And just, I know your team watches you and they get to see that all the time, but it's nice that other people that aren't familiar with you get a chance to see who you are.
I appreciate that, Travis, so much. All right, my friend. So you are at the pinnacle, in my opinion. You are where everybody wants to be. Super affiliate. You and Kristen, absolutely just destroying this comp plan, making insane amounts of money. that we can't talk about on social media, right?
Isn't that sad?
What's that?
Isn't that sad? We want to talk about it though.
Yeah, we do. But I mean, so just, I'll just turn it over. Take it away. Share with us your thoughts on this topic, my friend. Take it away.
Wow. Well, first, like, man, the leaders that have already spoken and the one that's coming, like, absolutely insane, crushed it. Candace, man, it's hard to follow you up. So thanks for that. I appreciate it. From now on, I go first. But the truth is like this whole thing of multiple streams of income, it's hard for people to understand. See, everybody talks about having multiple streams of income being so important, and it is important. But like one ass can't ride two horses, y'all. It's just the way it is. Like it just doesn't work when you're both doing the same thing. And although you also should have two streams of income, you're also probably broke as hell, because that's where I came from. I came from being broke. So having a second stream of income was really difficult. Having a third stream of income was even more difficult. Having a fourth stream of income was unheard of. Like you didn't do that because you had to have your money focused in one spot to be able to survive, because we couldn't even afford food, y'all. So that's kind of where we came from. We were on food stamps shortly before we started MDC. And that's true. It's real. It's raw. It hurt. We lost 3 homes. So if anybody is like, and then here's the crazy thing. For 5 years, we built a network marketing company and it started to tank. And it's like, you would think somebody like me would be like, you know what? You should have multiple streams of income. And since network marketing is probably the easiest to get in, that's where we're going to do it at. But I'm telling you, it's not what you want to do. And this is what you have to realize, the reason why. You're trading your time for currency. That's what you're using, because you don't have financial money in the bank to be able to invest. So you invest your time as currency. And when you invest your time as currency, there's only so much time to go around. So if you're working, trying to do multiple network marketing companies, it's not going to work because you only have so much time. And what do we know that the key is with network marketing? The key with network marketing is the power to be able to multiply. That's where the money and income comes from that. And if you're sitting there starting a second, third, fourth business, every time is a dividing factor of each one of those. You're dividing their money, their income, you're dividing it all. Their time, your time, team's time is getting divided when you do that. And that takes away the power of the ability to get to where you want to go. And I know a lot of you are out there like, well, it's easy for you to say because you have money to invest. I didn't before. Like it was all hard work. It was dedication. And it was me putting in a dedicated effort. Y'all realize like when I started this, yes, we were on food stamps prior to this business. I started landscaping and it went like crazy for like about a year. And we had gotten off food stamps. We started making a really good income. I got to where we were making about $15,000 to $20,000 a month landscaping. And then it became a hard choice for me and Kristen do we keep doing our second stream of income? Do we keep that going? Or do we close that business because it was starting to take away the only thing that we had that was really, really important, which was our time. It was our currency we were using. And my time, my currency that I was trading for landscaping was starting to cost me money against what I was leveraging for the MDC. And we ended up closing that business down, because we had a conversation at one point. We were sitting in a hot tub and Kristen said, hey, we made $30,000 last month landscaping. And I was like, that's incredible, because in our last company, that was pretty much the highest rank in the company made. It was an average of $32,000 a month. And I can say that because it was my previous company. It's not this company. If y'all want to know what this company is, go look at that income disclosure because it's pretty incredible. And she was like, I feel like $30,000 a month is keeping us from $300,000. And I was like, wow. I'm not going to tell you, but she was right. So it's a crazy thing that when you start looking at that, when you start seeing how the numbers can grow and you start feeling the power of multiplication working in your favor, that it works that way. But what happens is we start to get distracted and we start to get taken off. But what I want to ask you is, what's your goal? What is your goal? What is the other streams of income for? Is it for money? Is it for more time with your family? Is it for freedom? Is it to be famous, to put yourself out there to get more notoriety? Is it to help people? What is your goal? Because if it's any of those things, you can get those here, because what you need to do is you need to get to a point where you can trade the currency instead of time. You have to get to a point where you're trading your currency that you're making from this company for saving your time, to be able to invest your time in other things like your family, like yourself, like things that actually matter. Because when you get to a point where you can invest your finances, and that's how you really should be looking at your investments. It shouldn't be, oh, I should start another stream of income and I'm going to invest my time, I'm going to invest my talents, I'm going to invest my gifts. It should be, I'm going to invest my currency so I can have more freedom and more time with my family. So Kristen and I are finally to a point now where we invest in different things that don't take up my time. And by that, what I mean is it has to have a very limited amount of time for me to access making money off of that project. I flip houses. I rent houses. I buy precious gems in metals. And it's awesome that the company just launched a whole being able to get paid in, precious metals. I think that's pretty cool. And I invest in friends and I invest in their businesses because it doesn't take my time away. So I look at it and I say, okay, I have the means to be able to invest in this person because I believe in them. I believe in what they're doing, but it's not going to take away my time from what I need to be able to be doing because this is the real moneymaker. And when you can get that in your head, then the power starts to work in your favor. So I hope that helps, Aaron.
Boom! I love it. And listen, Travis is where we're like I'm like, honey, that's where we want to be. Like, I'm seeing what you guys are doing. You and Kristen are just killing it, right? You guys, they have multiple streams of income, but they're doing it wisely. It's like, hey, we're gonna, buy this house, we're gonna flip this house, we're gonna do real estate. It's not another stream of business opportunity, which is the whole, topic of this whole training today. So you guys are just incredible examples of what's possible, not only in MDC, but in life to properly create multiple streams of income. So absolutely love it. And you mentioned that this actually it's launching May 1st. And we are going to have within MDC the ability to get paid commissions in physical gold, silver, and platinum. Like what? Who's excited about that?
That's pretty awesome.
Like as soon as they flip that switch, I'm because for me that's an incredible security blanket. I mean, I would consider that almost, as a extra stream of income. You just like hold on to it, boom, on the side.
My weekly pays are going to be starting to come out in heavy metals. That's all I'm saying.
I love it. So, Mr. Travis Butler, what would you say? And by the way, how long have you been in the business?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
2.5 years. We've done network marketing for 7.5 years now.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. What would you say to everyone who's watching would be your biggest key to the success that you have had in this business?
If I had to give you guys a piece of advice for what we have to do, it's like never stop stoking our fire. We are consistently always rebuilding ourselves, making ourselves feel that purpose and that driven drive to like go places. And, if you can't find it right now, I mean, I think the sale helped, and 420 sale was like really big for people. They're like, oh yeah, I remember. I love this. I'm passionate about it. But the truth is you always have to keep realigning with your why. If you don't feel like making the phone call, if you don't feel like sending the message, if you don't feel like doing the little things that matter, you got to realign with your why. What's driving you? What's pushing you? What makes your spine tingle? What makes you excited? What makes you joyful? What pushes you and drives you just a little bit farther to get excited, to want to help or want to do something different? And sometimes what happens is as leaders, you put out your own fire because you're like, oh, look, everything around me's calm. I paid off my house, or I paid for a car, or I've got money in the bank, or I've got groceries this week. And you forget the pain, you forget the stuff you were dealing with, and you kind of take a break. Don't take a break. Always realign and always stay driven and focused.
Woo! Always stay driven and focused and realign with your why. I love it. I love it. I love it. Travis, my friend, thank you so much for taking your time, your precious time to be here with us today to share that incredible value. Thank you, my friend, so much. All right, here we go. Realign with your why. Guys, this one's a big one. I mean, I will 100% back up on this one as far as, again, the success that we've had, because there have been times, even with MDC, my wife and I, we're about to celebrate 2 years with MDC, and this is the most success we've ever had. I mean, before this company, we were broke. We were months behind on our bills. We could not pay our bills. Things were getting shut off. It was a very bad financial situation that we were in. Bank account was negative. This was just 2 years ago. And so we understand the pain, the frustration that a lot of people are going through financially. And since having tremendous success with MDC, there's been a few little periods where we're like, oh my God, we're making so much money. Woo! And it's like, no, stop, right? Focus. What is our why? Why are we here? Get in alignment. And the same thing goes when we're having a downward time. Like, how many times are you building your business and you have a little piece of frustration or something's not going the way you want? You're like, how come I'm not getting promoted? How come I didn't get promoted yet and all these other people are getting promoted? Do what Travis said. Realign with your why and restoke that fire. And it's going to put everything in alignment with what you need to be doing to hit that rank. So, incredible value. Absolutely love it. We got one more. Last but not least, this is a gentleman. I have to just give everyone a little backstory here, because when I was first taking a look at MyDailyChoice, my story was Jenna Zweigel reached out to me, and this was about 3 years ago. She said, Aaron, I didn't really know Jenna. Reached out to me, hey, I'm launching a CBD. You want to be a part of it? I was like, no. I told Jenna no, right? What? And so for a whole year, we did not do this. And I started seeing things happen. I started seeing things like Judy Stallings and the Butlers and this next gentleman having huge success with MDC. And it got my attention. And I was like, Aaron, you got to wake up. What are you doing? And so I reached back out to Jenna, and I had the opportunity to get started in this business 2 years ago and have the opportunity to also work with brand new super affiliate, Robert Hollis.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Big congratulations. This just happened today. Mr. Robert Hollis just hit super affiliate. Woo! So what an absolute treat this is, Robert. You were an integral part of the success that we had. I know when we first got started, I was working very closely with you, and we launched our business and had tremendous success. And we've now 2 years later, we're having more success now than we ever have in our life. So thank you to you for your commitment, your vision, all the hard work that you've put in. And it obviously has paid off because you are now a super affiliate.
Thank you, Aaron, man. Thank you so much for putting this together. And, you know, like Travis and a lot of other people said that, you know, Aaron's passion and his excitement. I know when we first connected 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years ago in what, 4 days? And I said, listen, Aaron, I'm here for you. Put me on as many people as you can. Wow. I've never been so hoarse in my whole network marketing career. It was like Aaron was just like, here's another one, here's another one, here's another one, here's another one. And so he was dead serious. And Aaron, congratulations on your success. You know, without you and your team, there's no way that Terry and I would be celebrating today. And thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Absolutely incredible. And so, no, I mean, the best way to close out this training would be to have brand new super affiliate in the company to come on and celebrate this success with you. And so you have just so much experience in the network marketing industry. And you were the first person I thought of when I wanted to put this whole thing together, because I knew that I knew you would be able to really provide just some rock solid perspective for all of the affiliates, whether they've been in the company for a while or maybe they're brand new, just getting started. So I'm just going to turn it over to you and share with everyone your thoughts.
Well, thank you very much, Aaron. And thank you so much to all the people before this, Jerry and Tina and Jason. Wow, congratulations. Of course, Candace, huh? And then, of course, Travis. Travis, just like you said, Aaron, was a person that already paved the path for me. I felt if he could do it, you know, I could do it. And thank you so much. So the thing I want to share today about multiple streams of income is the first thing I want to share with you is my first mentor would always say, why? Ask yourself why someone would tell you that multiple streams of incomes are okay. I'll tell you why. They want you to get in their company and they want you to buy their stuff. So the reason that people go from point to point to point to point is very simple. Is their belief, like Candace said, their faith and their belief and their enthusiasm and thesos, God within, is higher than yours. So you're just out there trying to make this business work, following a proven step, following a proven system, and then all of a sudden someone talks to you and their energy and their enthusiasm and their faith and the belief and their excitement is bigger than yours. And it makes you change. You're going, wow, if they're so damn excited about whatever the hell they're doing, then maybe it's better than mine. All they do is they have more faith and belief in what they're doing, and you got to get it in this. You got to get it in this. So now I get to tell on myself. For those of you that are brand new, we're celebrating Super Affiliate today, and I'm really super excited, but I'm also extremely disappointed. And I shared this at the convention. See, when I got involved in MDC, I did it for my wife. And to be straightforward with all of you, I had already been in multiple companies. They all overpromised and underdelivered. As I built a group, just like Travis brought up and Candace brought up, Jason brought up, wow, Tina brought up, Jerry brought up. Are you guys getting this? We all were with other companies that let us down. They overpromised and underdelivered. And so it's okay when that happens and my income drops. But some people just got to a full-time income and quit their job, a stream of income. Did you guys catch that? I got that from Travis when he was talking. You know, people are self-employed and they don't have leverage. They don't have residual, or they got a job. And that's already a stream of income. So now doing that stream and learning how to do MDC is a whole different ball game. And, you know, like Candace said, a jack of all trades, a master of none. Here's when you know that you've mastered this industry, is when you can take another person and teach them how to get results. Not just throw them in and let them figure it out on their own. The way you build true leverage in this industry is learning this so well that when you grab someone else by the hands and you teach them how to walk, that you could show them how to get results and get a rank advancement. Now, I know what some of you are saying. I haven't gotten a rank advancement yet. Then you haven't learned. you got to learn one thing, mastery. You know, there's a book out there, Tipping Point, that talks about, 10,000 hours, to master something, like the Beatles or programming and, the being able to sing. You got to master something. And so no matter what you do, it's like relationships. If you got a bad relationship and you dump that one or you cheat on that one to find another one, when you go to that relationship, there you are. There you are. And so people got to keep working on their personal development. And like Jim Rohn says, work harder on you than anything else. Work harder on you than anything else. I got a full page of notes here. And it's amazing how the people that are leaders are on the same track. Guess what? I got this on my table, my desk all the time. And then Jason brings it up. Every one of you think you have a lot of energy, but most of you say that you get burned out or you don't have enough time. And all that is because you're doing too many things. You're doing things that are activity driven, ADD, always dealing with distractions. And you don't have enough time because you're not focused on the thing that you need to practice. What you need to master is you got to master the ability to connect with another human being and build a connection where they get to know, like, and trust you. And when they know, like, and trust you, that conversation through reciprocity by giving them information and wisdom that has to do with making them a better person will eventually get them to want to be in business with you. Are you listening to that? And so until you can master the skill of reaching out on social media and connecting with another human being that wants to work with you, that's what you got to master first. You got to master that. So everybody wants to master all the other technology things that just throw people in and then they get no hand holding. They get no connection. You know, one of the 6 human needs that we have in life is connection. You know, the top 2 spiritual needs is contribution and growth. So you grow and you contribute. You learn something new to become a better father, a better husband, a better friend, a better business partner. And then what you do is you share that with others. And so you constantly got to reach out to people that are there. The other note that I have here is people can't take you to a place they've never been. Listen to this. People can't take you to a place they've never been. So if they've never ever helped anyone become successful, then how can they teach you to be successful? Everyone that does these, programs and books and all these kind of things, what they're doing is what they're figuring out how they can sell you something instead of learning how to help someone else succeed. And so there used to be a phrase, and I used to say it and then I didn't, but I'm just going to say it here. People that can't do it want to teach it. And people that can't teach or do want to write a book about it or do a course on it. I was that guy. So for the next couple minutes, I want to tell you my mistakes, why I'm disappointed. And I said this at the last convention, looking at all the leaders in the front row, is I apologize to them. And I apologize to my wife, and I apologize to everyone here because I was distracted. See, a network marketing company hurt me. Oh, woe is me a number of times. And so I was going to get Terry in this business, MDC, and I was still going to build my brand. See, I've made millions of dollars from my brand. I get into MDC, it starts to explode. And now what I'm doing is I'm trying to do that split thing. You know what I mean? Be warm, be hot or cold. Don't be warm or I'll spit you out of my mouth. And that's what I was doing. We went crazy, hit, in November. So March to November, we hit, 500K. And then guess what? We kept that for over a year. This November, so November, December, January, February, March, April. So what, almost a year and a half? We were 500K. And I made a lot of money. I just launched a book. We came into MDC on March. I launched my new book. I'm not even going to tell you the name of it because it was a distraction. And so I stood in front of everybody and like Travis quit, his construction company, I made a decision to give everything away for free, no longer to make my brand. I had employees, you guys. I laid off employees. My son worked for me. My daughter-in-law worked for me. I shut it down so I could focus on MDC. What happened 6 months later? Super affiliate. So focus is everything. And a person can't take you where they've never been. So I all of a sudden made a recommitment. For those of you that are spiritual, it's like, all of a sudden you got to make a recommitment, you know what I mean? And when I made that recommitment, then I was following Josh and Jenna. I just said, listen, if Jenna's making that much money and Josh's vision is where it is, I need to focus and just focus on that. And when I did that, all the leaders that I was looking for came out of the woodwork. All of a sudden, it's like, wow, Robert's focused now, and he'll be focused for me. Tina couldn't have said it better. If there's people all over the world right now that's going to continue to hear about MDC, and they're going to look at your Facebook profile, your Instagram profile, your Twitter profile, and they're going to be able to scroll down and see that you're not serious about MDC. They're going to see it. And when you go to my wall right now, you can see I'm focused on this and I'm focused on helping you succeed. So who do you think they're going to pick? Somebody that's like, hey, we made it and I got enough money for me. I don't care about anybody else. Or someone like me. I'll just say this one last thing. A number of people that I brought out, Tomas, that's in Europe, how I exploded Europe. And I think we're in 11 countries now, is when that happened, he told me that he went on business from home, seen the stats of MDC, and then reached out to a lot of the top reps. And I was the only one that returned his message. I'm going to continue to focus because that's what's going to get me to master. And so that's what I have to share, Aaron. Thank you so much for your part in our success and helping my wife's dream come true. You and Kathy and your team are amazing.
Wow. Wow. I mean, so grateful to be here with incredible leaders today. I mean, incredible value that you just shared, Robert. Come on, y'all. Give it up for super affiliate Robert Hollis. This is exciting. It's exciting. And it really shows the commitment. And even someone like Robert, who has made just millions and millions and millions of dollars in this industry, how even when he was here with MDC, he was still a little split focused at first, right? He just told everyone. And he stood on stage at convention and was like, hey guys, I'm pissed off. And here's what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to eliminate this whole thing, my company, my brand, and I'm going to focus on one thing, my business, Amen. MDC. And I commend you for that. I really do. I think everyone else does. And I think that's why you're super affiliate now, right? So what would be your we did this for everyone. So I'm going to hit you with this one as well. What would be your biggest, I mean, obviously you've been in the industry for so long. So maybe what would you say would be the biggest key to success for everyone here who's watching right now?
For me, it's following one mentor until you finish. One mentor until you're finished. I know, Aaron, you and Kathy and your beautiful daughters love martial arts. I look at martial arts just like opportunities, home-based businesses. You pick a style. I picked Taekwondo, and I became a black belt. I then introduced my sons to it, and they became black belts. And here's the key. I didn't teach my sons. I put them in front of Steven Lopez. That's a 2-time gold medal winner for the United States Olympics. And guess what? They were better than me by frickin' far. So you want to find a person, lock onto them. And this $1 million information I got when I was brand new from Roger Penske, Aaron, is I looked at this billionaire Roger Penske and I said, how can I change my life? And he said, frickin' finish something. Just something. And I went, damn, that hurt. So find a mentor, finish it.
There it is, guys.
I love you, man.
Find a mentor and finish it. I love it. Focus on completion. Robert Hollis, it is an honor. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here with us today. Thank you so much. And again, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right. So before we, let me see. Hey, can I bring everybody back on really quick? What do you guys say? Let's see. Who do we got here? We got Mr. Jason. We've got Candace. It's not going to let me bring everybody. So let me do this. Okay. So dang, it's not going to let me bring everybody on. Let me see if it'll let me remove this. No, it's not. Okay. So, I got to get Tina on here. What do I do?
I was last on. You're good. You can boot me out.
Okay. All right, everybody. So, there we go. Hold on. There we go. Bam. So, guys, thank you so much. Mr. Robert Hollis, brand new super affiliate. You've got brand new 100K Jason Cardamone, Jerry West, Tina Joy Carroll, Travis Butler, Candace Burt Davis, everyone who's watching, give it up for these amazing leaders. Absolutely tremendous value that you guys brought. And I just want to say how grateful I am for you guys coming out, taking the time to do this. And just, for me, it's just coming together, showing, I think, unity in a company where we're all on different teams. We can all work together. We can all help everyone be successful together, even though we're on different teams. And it just feels, man, it feels good. It really feels good. It's so amazing to be a part of this company, this vision, and to be able to work with such amazing leaders. So thank you guys so much for taking the time. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you guys. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. Just really quick, close it out. A few final thoughts. For everyone who's here, yes, this is recorded. So I personally, I don't know about you guys, but man, this was just action packed. And I'm going to be using this replay for like years to come. I mean, everyone on our team, this is going to be like required training. Watch this training. Everyone's going to have to watch this. So you can literally just save this video, save this link, wherever you found this, put it in a file somewhere, put it in your training for affiliates. Maybe when someone's going through a little bit of a frustration period and they want to know, or maybe you see someone who's trying to do multiple streams of income, then you'll know what training to have them watch. One thing I wanted to clarify too is, you know, especially today, right? In the world that we're living in today with all of the craziness that's happening. So on one side, the argument is, well, Aaron, don't we want everyone to have another stream of income? And that would be network marketing income? Absolutely, right? When I started in network marketing, I had a job, right? Most people have a job. Most people start this and they do this part-time. And that's great. That's what most people do. I don't know about all the other leaders on here, but I would venture to say most of them already had an income. They already had a job. They had a business. They had an income. And their network marketing business was the extra income. It was the side income. It was on the side. And now today, all of our network marketing income is our only income. It's our primary income, right? We don't have to have a job anymore. So for everyone out there who knows someone, maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you know, who has a job, or maybe they were just laid off, with all the crazy things that are happening in the world today, with more people who have just lost their jobs than ever before in the history of our country, possibly the world. Guess what? Right now is literally the perfect time for them to have an extra stream of income. And that would be with a network marketing business. Now, with that being said, like all of the leaders on here shared with everyone, success leaves clues. And so the big message that I want to just kind of say in closing is I've made this mistake. A lot of us on here have made this mistake. And the mistake that I've made in the past was the lure of multiple streams. So I'm in this business and I'm making a little bit of money. Let me go do another business and make a little bit of more money, right? Or let me go try this other business and let me try this other business. And that is a failing strategy, period, for all of the reasons that we heard on this training today. So take note, success leaves clues. This was absolutely incredible. It was an honor. I'm just grateful to be able to be a part of this. And in closing, we are going to continue to bring tons of training, tons of value out into the network marketing community and to all of the MDC affiliates that are out there. So stay close to the channels, stay close to the pages. Make sure that you're following all of the leaders that you saw on this panel, because again, success leaves clues. If you go to any one of their pages and you look at their profiles, you are going to see success. If you want to know how these leaders are attracting people to want to work with them and how these leaders have people who want to join with them, it's not just because they're successful. It's because of their mindset. It's because of the content. It's because of their consistency. It's because of their passion and for all of the things that they talked about today. And they're not on Facebook promoting multiple business opportunities, right? That is the kiss of death in network marketing. Like they said, every top income earner in this industry, they are building one business. And that is the message for today. So if you got some value, drop some comments. What was your biggest takeaway? Tag some people, share this out there, get the word out. Thank you so much for your time. Love and appreciate all of you. And we'll see you on the next video. Peace.